significant harm and distress. I deeply regret mocking Islam and Christianity, as well as my involvement in actions that disrespected these faiths.
I just don't think P. Diddy did anything.
Hey, they're putting AI cows in our domestic animal.
Wait. In order to become vegan, a click is a moment where it hits your head or...
All right, picture this. You wake up, grab your phone, and bam, another YouTuber has self-destructed overnight. Why? Because they thought being edgy was a personality trait. Today, we're diving into the cautionary tales of content creators who mistook shock value for success and ended up becoming the very thing they tried so hard to avoid: irrelevant. From facing consequences after being disgustingly racist to getting humiliated after crossing the line in public, here are 7 ragebait YouTubers who went too far and, as a result, got what they deserved. Starting with the most infamous one, Master Ugu, who would post disturbing ragebait videos. So, grab your popcorn, folks. Welcome to Kaleidoscope Crimes. And if you stick around, somewhere in this video, there's a clip of my cats doing something super cute. It's a weekly thing I'm trying out. Show them some love in the comments down below. All right, let's get into it. Chapter 1. Master Ugu's Downfall. The band speedrun champion. Master Ugu started out like every other internet troll, somewhere between a class clown and that guy who never learned boundaries. His early videos, annoying but harmless. Then he realized that being a human dumpster fire got him more views, and oh boy, did he run with it. YouTube warnings? Ignored. Backlash? Thrived on it. He treated TOS violations like a game of Uno, stacking them up until YouTube hit him with a reverse card straight into oblivion. Ugu had a strategy. If he could get people mad enough, they'd keep watching. The more people raged, the more his engagement soared. Ugu soon crossed the line between trolling and racism, only adding more fuel to the fire of ragebait. This wasn't the only time Ugu's content landed him in trouble. In 2023, Ugu got demonetized for hate speech, and while he was remonetized within 6 months, Ugu proved he had learned nothing from the experience. He even posted an apology song, a self-serving apology, to describe it accurately.
I am truly, truly sorry. I made a severe and continuous lapse of my judgment. A joke that I made, now a joke that I hate. Kung Fu Panda, just a silly joke I wanted to pursue. It's an apology that I wanna do for my Keemstars and PewDiePies too. Now I wanna say I'm sorry for saying the N-word. Stupid joke made me go out my mind. I should've never said that.
Turns out if you repeatedly use racial slurs like you're in a Call of Duty lobby from 2009, even YouTube, the same platform that lets people monetize mukbangs featuring literal live octopuses, will hit the eject button. And with that, Master Ugu's career vanished faster than Taylor Swift's concert tickets. Chapter 2. Bella the Wolf's Mockery, When Edgy Goes Over the Cliff. Ah, Bella the Wolf. If Master Ugu was a train wreck, Bella was the meteor that wiped out the dinosaurs. Her brand? Offensive, but make it fashion. At first, she had that edgy humor that made people laugh, till she decided the best way to stay relevant was to roast religious figures and mock the dead. Bold move, Bella. Bold and terrible. When even Twitter turns against you, you know you messed up. And then came the internet's version of Judge Judy, Stake, a YouTuber trial. And let's just say Bella walked in thinking she was the main character, but left as the cautionary tale. And her apology went absolutely nowhere, just another one into the voids of the internet.
Hello everyone, Bella the Wolf here. I want to sincerely apologize for recent behavior. which has caused significant harm and distress. I deeply regret mocking Islam and Christianity, as well as my involvement in actions that disrespected these faiths. I am also truly sorry for leaking a 10-year-old's phone number. This was a serious violation of privacy and safety, and I recognize the potential harm it has caused. Furthermore, I acknowledge the gravity of sacrificing animals and sending graphic content and death threats to others. These actions were completely unacceptable. Furthermore, I acknowledge the gravity of sacrificing animals and sending graphic content and death threats to others. These actions were completely unacceptable, and I take full responsibility for the pain they have caused. I understand the impact of my words and actions, and I am committed to learning and growing from this experience. I will strive to treat all individuals with the respect they deserve. I'd also like to address my scandals. Making fun of religion. I have never attacked any religion directly. All I've done is advocate for what I think is correct. I took revenge because it was you guys who were attacking me.
She thought she was untouchable, but the internet had other plans. The only thing she gained from the scandal was a permanent demonetization and a lifetime supply of L's. Chapter 3. Katie the vegan teacher, the queen of unhinged advocacy. Listen, being passionate about a cause? Cool. Yelling at kids for eating grilled cheese? Maybe not the way to win hearts and minds. Enter Katie the vegan teacher. Look, advocating for animals is great, but maybe don't compare eating a cheeseburger to, I don't know, actual war crimes. She started saying things like, if you eat eggs, you're worse than a war criminal. At first, people were like, oh, she's just really dedicated to her cause. And then it turned into, Katie, I think you need a nap, a long one. Shortly after her infamous beef with Gordon Ramsay, Katie Karen would once again bait the internet with her video, Are You Racist?
Intelligent, gorgeous, generous, exemplary, and radiant. She looks like she could be that to me.
And if this wasn't bad enough, a few years later, Katie Karen dug her grave with gross comments about a child, actually a literal baby. Knowingly or unknowingly, she sees no harm in her content and still refuses to change for the better.
Vegan. If this had been somebody's penis covered in sauce, the child would have had the same reaction. Let that sink in for a minute. Ponder that. Feel that in your gut.
This left viewers absolutely disgusted. Soon after this, the video was mass reported and taken down. Since then, Katie's videos get barely 5,000 views. And better yet, she remains completely unaware of what's wrong with her content. Chapter 4. One Giant Onion, the one who almost made it. You ever watch a YouTuber almost fix their reputation and then immediately throw it in the trash? That's One Giant Onion, aka Oliver. He had the perfect redemption arc lined up. He was so close. And then, like an ex who texts, "You up?" At 2 a.m., he slid back into his old toxic habit. Oliver's rage baits were much more calculated and honestly disturbing. Like a recent concerning video titled, How to Finger a Minor. This is just one example of a sea of strange videos on his channel. But mid-2024, Oliver seemed to realize he wanted to become a better YouTuber. Onion soon entered his video essay YouTuber arc. He started making longer commentary-style videos, which his fans loved, but unfortunately for his audience, Oliver's redemption arc was short-lived. And just 2 months later, the YouTuber returned to his usual brain rot content. And obviously, his viewers were not happy, and Oliver's views started to steadily decline. His apologies, you ask, nothing but pure sarcasm. It's like watching someone win the lottery and then immediately set their winnings on fire. And the audience? Yeah, they dipped. Faster than a bad date when you mention your crypto business opportunity. And if you wanted a short break, here's my cats being cute. Chapter 5. Kevin Leonardo, Johnny Somali, and Tash Peterson. The triple threat of terrible takes. Kevin Leonardo thought rage baiting with makeup would be artistic. Turns out it was just tone deaf. YouTube's weirdest ragebaiter used makeup as an excuse to mock black people. In 2024, Kevin would try out Korean brand Youthforia controversial Darkest Foundation, and it was clear Kevin knew exactly what he was doing, especially since he admitted he doesn't normally wear makeup.
The darkest of blacks would get called out for cultural appropriation if they wore this.
Worse, it was clear Kevin knew exactly what he was doing.
I feel like I literally would get in trouble for like blackface at that point.
Especially once he admitted he doesn't normally wear makeup.
I don't wear makeup, so like there was no reason for me to like wear makeup for a video, but today I was like, yes, a new scandal. I can hop on that.
As expected, it
didn't take long for the internet to show him some love. Despite this, Kevin argued he'd done nothing wrong. He seriously saw nothing wrong. Shocking.
Need to calm down. You'd rather like cancel me for putting on Youthforia's foundation because I'm like quote unquote racist.
His apology that seemed like was done out of obligation did not stop the damage. His views fell from millions to less than 100,000 per video, which is nothing short of satisfying.
I was not doing blackface. I don't even think like blackface is even funny in general.
While Kevin only lost viewers, Johnny Somali is facing prison time for what he did. In 2024, Johnny went to South Korea and decided respecting culture was optional. The police disagreed. He would kiss South Korea's Statue of Peace, which was a punishable offense, as the statue represented young girls forced into slavery by the Japanese military, a fact that Johnny was well aware of, but did not stop him. Even with his sincere, by that I mean not so sincere apology, Johnny is now banned from leaving the country and is facing up to 10 years in prison for his rage bait content. Do you think Johnny deserved greater punishment for this? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. And Tash Peterson? Look, there's making a statement about animal rights, and then there's getting arrested for it. She went for option B. In 2023, vegan activist Tash did something so unhinged at a children's pony party that my secondhand embarrassment had to bring a friend.
Stop teaching your children animal slavery is okay. This is blatant animal abuse and exploitation. Do they look happy to you standing here having children in their faces and riding on their backs?
But Tash didn't learn her lesson. A year and a half later, she stooped even lower. This time, she finally got proper consequences. The police arrived on the scene and Tash was dragged away.
Every year in Australia alone, over 1 million male bobby calves are murdered in the dairy industry. The baby girls endure the same life of slavery, repeated rape.
This time, however, she finally got proper consequences.
Why? What the? This is so wrong!
When police arrived on the scene, Tash was dragged away, her continued protests falling on deaf ears.
Disgusting what they just did to him.
You know better. It's not your...
While Tash won't apologize and still refuses to stop, she ultimately destroyed her chances of a respectable YouTube career. Chapter 6. The fine line between fame and infamy. So, what did we learn today, kids? Being controversial for the sake of it doesn't make you a visionary. It just makes you a digital dumpster fire. And as we've seen, YouTube isn't afraid to take out the trash. If you take anything away from this video, let it be this. If your content strategy involves ticking people off for engagement, maybe, just maybe, it's time to log off and rethink your life choices. Because at the end of the day, YouTube might love drama, but it loves ad revenue more. And getting banned, not exactly a great business move. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I'll be back with more interesting stories like this. Stay tuned. Bye!